Question 8. So we are on the population density question in the year 2000. The population density P of the village was 100 people per kilometre squared and was increasing at the rate of 1 person per kilometre squared per year. The rate of increase of the population density is thought to be inversely proportional to the size of the population density. The time in the years after the year 2000 is denoted by T. Write down a differential equation. Okay, so we've got to try and pull something out of this. So the rate of increase of the population density, that's dP by dt, the rate of increase of the population density, is thought to be inversely proportional to the size of the population density. Inversely proportional means 1 over, and it's proportional, so we're going to write it as being k over p. So that's our start point, that's our differential equation for the first mark. Solve it to express p in terms of t. Notice what it says here, to express p in terms of t. So we've got to end up with p equals. Right. Well, this kind of differential equation, actually we can do something with this straight away, can we? Can we? We'll come to that later on. We'll solve this as it is at the moment. So we're going to multiply through by p. So we get that. Now we're going to integrate both sides with respect to t. Which gives us the integral of p dp equals the integral of k dt. It is quite important that we put that step in to show that we're integrating, that we don't just skip that one. And then, as we integrate that, we're going to get p squared over 2 equals kt plus c. Now we're starting to overload this whole thing with constants, so we need to work out some of the things that are going on. What have we already been told? We've been told that when t is 0, then p is, in the year 2000, the population density of the village was 100. So when t is 0, p is 100. And that gives us a half times p squared, so 5,000 is equal to 0 plus c, so c is 5,000. From that, we were given another bit of information though, weren't we? We were told that the rate of increase in the year 2000 was 1. So when t equals 0, p equals 100, dp by dt, the rate of increase, is 1. So actually we can take that back and use that in our original equation right at the beginning, which said that dp by dt was equal to k over p. So 1 is k over 100, which tells me therefore that k is equal to 100. I've now found both of my constants, and so that is a half p squared is 100 t plus 5,000. But that's not enough, because the question said find p in terms of t, so I'm going to have to multiply everything by 2 to get p squared on its own. Oh, times 2. And then square root to give me that as my answer. Why am I not taking plus or minus the square root? Well, this is what is P? It's the population density, and the population density can't be negative, so it's only of any value to take the positive square root. You didn't have to refer to that. There we go. That was it. Notice you had to have P equals, because that's what the question asked you for. Then it said, now this was a slightly odd bit, and again this was a little bit unfair. The mark scheme for this, I don't know if unfair is the right word, but the mark scheme for this didn't offer any marks if you got that first bit wrong. So you had to have the right answer to part 8 in order to get anything out of part 8, part 2. If you subbed in these values, so it was 108 in 2008, so that's when t is 8. The actual value is 108, and our model says that p equals, well, if you sub in that value into there, 200 times 8 plus 10,000 square rooted is 107.703. And I would say that that is pretty accurate. So at that point, we're going to say it's a good fit. The other one was T was 2013. And we were told the actual value was 128. But the model, our equation, says that P is, if you sub 13 into there, you get 112.25. That's your answer. And so we're way out at this point. So the model, not a good fit in 2013. Okay, and that's it. That was what they were looking for. But that was quite harsh, because actually if you hadn't got the right answer, then you didn't get anything at all. There was a special case mark. If you forgot to make any comment, but you found the two values, then you got 1 mark for finding the two values. But actually you had to do the whole thing, really. There we go. Oh, and that's that one.